This is Mommy Uncensored. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another episode, and this is the last day of 2022. All right. I was going to do like a 2022 wrap-up thingy or whatever, but, I think everybody's doing that. And, I guess that's what this is going to be, but who knows? We'll see. 2022 is an interesting year. It started off, with promise. And I'm not saying it ended without fulfilling those promises, but it definitely ended as an eye-opener. Definitely one of the most, eye-opening years I've ever had in my life. Realizing things about myself, realizing things about the people around me, and realizing, what I like and do not like, about both things, both myself and the people around me. I think this year was also about taking accountability for, my bullshit. I have a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit with me, and, taking accountability for it, realizing hey, this is, not a great thing to do, Devasia. Maybe you should stop doing that or apologize for it and, take responsibility for it. So, not that I had much of an issue doing that anyway, but, definitely realizing it first before somebody else said it to me first. That I think was the big step for me. Like I said, it was very, all-seeing, seeing different people in different lights, and, the one thing I really can take from, 2022 is that I need for everybody, including myself, to realize that words fucking matter, okay? You cannot take those shits back. No matter how bad you want to, no matter how much you want to backtrack, no matter how much you want to say, no, I didn't mean it like this, or not even say, oh, no, I didn't mean it like this. I meant it like this, but, I didn't mean it to hurt your feelings kind of thing. Certain people in general, people will take your words for what they are, and, they're gonna put their own spin on it. And if they do that, I'm sorry, that's on them. But if you meant it the way you meant it, you gotta be clear about that shit, And hey, even if you are clear about it, people are going to take it however they want to take it. And then they're going to spew off some, real foul shit, probably, because that's how people are. And once they do that, it's game over. But yeah, words definitely mean things. Words are important to get right. Like I said, I'm very big on not speaking until I'm absolutely sure of what I want to say, but I know I do have a case of the rambles when I get going. And at that point, shit just spews out however it's going to spew out. And that's one of the things that I recognize that I probably should, take a step back on, maybe I shouldn't, run off at the mouth like I do when I get mad or frustrated or angry. And maybe I should start taking heed to whatever I say, stop and, take a breath and, really understand what I want to say. But a lot of the times, these motherfuckers out here be trying me. So, a lot of times what I say is what I say. But, if that's the case, then also, stand in that, stand in that truth. Live with that. And I've learned to live with the hell I'm saying. Because, some people can't do that. But yeah, I feel like that was one of the biggest lessons for me. This year was definitely a lot of lessons, and understanding that sometimes, you just outgrow things. Like, at this big age, we just outgrow things. We outgrow people. You know, I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but as far as, like, me as a person, you know, I'm a different person than I was, like, years ago. And I don't really necessarily have to be around people all the time anymore. I used to, like, live my life around, like, people, around the parties, around everything, and I am not there anymore. I would honestly love to just, like, lay in bed and watch TV all day with a really good dish or, like, champagne. Not even champagne. That's another thing I'm not really into anymore. I'm not really into drinking like that, like, especially by myself. Like, I don't feel like it. I don't be feeling like it. I just want to just rest. Like, my vices are not as much my vices anymore. You know, I really do enjoy my solitude. I really enjoy being clear-headed now. Wow. Am I growing up? I don't think I like that. I want to be a kid again. But no, like, you know, I don't really have to be, like, in the scene all the time anymore. I'm perfectly fine just, like, chilling, you know? Like, even friends, like, I don't mind, like, not having people over my house. I say that as I'm about to have a party tonight. But that was planned, so I prepared myself for it. But, you know, on a regular basis, like, some, like, impromptu shit, I can probably see my friends or talk to people, like, maybe, I don't know, once or twice a month now and be satisfied, because I am so busy and I am so consumed with myself and making myself better. And, you know, really, really taking a deep dive look into who I am and what I want to be and who I want to be. You know, so I'm doing some, like, real major self-work that doesn't need other people around for that. So, you know, thankfully, you know, people respect it. So, you know, really happy about that. But, you know, it's learning it for myself. That's the real big thing. Like, I'm not really much of a, like, I know, like, I'm very wise when it comes to other people, not so wise when it comes to myself. So I'm learning to, you know, give myself the same respect and the same grace and the same love that I give other people. So, and I like it. I'm enjoying that. It feels good. It feels good. And I feel like, you know, a lot more people should do that, especially parents, because, you know, by the end of the day, we end up depleting ourselves of energy and time and everything, because we give it all to our kids. And yes, give everything to your kids, but also save some for yourself, because you're going to need it to keep going. You know, you're going to need it for you. You are a single ass person. Like, you're a whole person. You know, like, your kids are actual people with actual people feelings. You are an actual person with actual person feelings too. Like, you know, that's a thing. And, like, you take care of your child, like, you nurture your child, you need to nurture yourself as well. You know, you need to like, take a step back and do some decompressing and, you know, find some time to, like, make you a priority. Sorry, that I got a phone call. That was another one of my biggest, hold on, something's going on. Oh yeah, sorry. That was another one of my biggest, like, issues with myself, was not making myself a priority. And, like, after I had whatever episode I had this summer, like, when I stopped breathing and damn near passed out in the train station, you know, I quickly changed that. You know, I'm making all the doctor's appointments I need to make. I'm not canceling shit. I'm not canceling, like, anything health-wise anymore, because I was good for canceling a doctor's appointment, because I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I just don't want to. But not doing that anymore. I'm putting my health first. I'm more conscious of what I'm doing to better and to harm myself. Unconsciously harm myself. Like, I'm making more of an effort to, like, really think about, like, what I put in my body. Like, you know, especially food-wise, medication-wise, like doing those steps that, normally it would just be like, oh, I'll listen to whatever fad is on and I'll try it. But it's like, no, is this going to fulfill me? Is this going to make me happy? Am I going to stick to this shit? No, I won't. What's the point? What is even the point? So making myself a priority. I'm still not my own top priority, but I'm getting there. And I don't think I'll be my first priority until my child gets at least into like 7th grade. I say 7th grade, that's a very specific number, but because like I remember, and when I was in 7th grade, I felt like, just a wave of independence. So that's why I say 7th grade. It could be earlier. Hell, it could be later. Who knows? That's my ballpark. But yeah. And then also getting sick back to back. Like, my God, that was shitty. So I stopped and like really, really took care of myself. Like, I babied myself. And that felt good. That felt really good to do. So I like those feelings. I like feeling like I'm good to me. And I think that's what I'm taking into 2023 is being good to me. Like being extra super good to myself. I think everybody should take that into 2023. Is being good to themselves, but also being good to other people. Like, of course, that is a thing. Don't do that. But don't do don't be like shitty to everybody else and just be good to you. Don't do that. But definitely put yourself as a priority if you haven't already. Now, if you have put yourself as a priority and left everybody else by the wayside, aka your child, yeah, you got some more growing up to do. That's all I'm going to say on that. But other than that, you need you. You need you to be here and take care of your kids. So, make yourself love yourself more. I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have, I guess. Like I said, life lessons. This was definitely a year of lessons. Definitely a year of, like, learning that I am not always right, which, oh, goodness, that doesn't feel good at all, knowing that I'm not always right. I'm not even lying, y'all. That's not even a joke to me, because I did feel like I was normally right. I mean, I'm very, very, I'm right a lot of the time. Don't get me wrong. But recognizing when I'm wrong before anybody else is recognizing that I'm wrong and then coming out and saying, okay, yeah, I was wrong. Oh, that shit, that hits like a ton of bricks. But it is necessary. It is necessary because you can't be right all the time. Oh, God, I hate the fact that I'm even saying this. Oh, but you can't be right all the time. And that's actually a little freeing, not having to be right all the time. I don't have to be right all the time. That feels good. That feels good to know. I can be wrong. I can, not have the pressure of needing to be right, looking things up, this and this and that. Like, sometimes it can be like, no, that's not actually it. You're wrong about that. Oh, okay, cool. Great. So tell me what I'm wrong about, and, I'll either fix it or look it up or whatever. That actually takes a lot of pressure off of me to constantly be right. And that's like a lot of pressure of control that I'm letting go of as well. That's the other one. Letting go of control. That is the other lesson. Let go. Let go. Because, in the past few years of therapy, we have come to the conclusion that I do have control issues. And, I know where they stem from. I know where they come. Like, I know all of that. We've, done all the deep digging and all that stuff. I know all of that. And now I'm at the point of, like, managing it and, like, taking control of my lack of control. But, that is something that's actually been implemented this year, is that I really can't control everything. And sometimes I really do have to roll with the punches. But I the planner in me is still very, very active and running and, really on top of shit. So luckily for the things I can't control, I always have a plan B, plan C, D, all the way up to F and G. So yeah, I feel like that's part of my like letting go of things is like, maybe I just need to plan a little more. And I do like to plan, y'all. I like to plan for everything. That's one of my favorite pastimes. But yeah, so, letting go of control, that was a major thing for me because like, some people are very unpredictable in this world and they will shock the shit out of you. You say one thing, y'all agree on one thing and turn around and be like, actually, nope, don't want to do that. And it's like, well, what the hell do I do now? And like the whole throwing yourself in a tizzy doesn't help much, feel like you have to go through all the bullshit. Absolutely. 100% because like it's bullshit and, you got to feel your feelings out through it. But then regrouping and getting your shit together and actually dealing with the bullshit and dealing with, hey, I think that's really major. That's really major. So, yeah, those are the things I've learned in 2022 that I'm going to take with me in 2023. No more being stupid bitches out here. I saw that on TikTok. It was very funny. Anyway, so yeah, as per usual, like me or follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. The socials. I don't feel like going through them. I'm really tired and I gotta post the shit and I still gotta clean. I'm washing clothes now. No, I'm not supposed to do that, but I still gotta clean. I'm still at a fucking party and shit. Like, I gotta get this shit the fuck together. Y'all! Why did I do this? Because I want to bring in a new year fun and, happy and joyous. So, I'm going to do that. But that means that I got to get up and clean and do shit. At any rate, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.